Again, some more Torah sources. Maybe I'm being repetitive, but the Orach Chaim HaKodesh says, it says, Vatoki haaretz eschem, when you commit licentiousness, K'maiser es Kanani, it says it, Nachrei Moshe says in Kedoshim, the first time is for the licentious person, and the second time is for the person who is a Yerei Shamayim, he learns Daf Yomi, he's a Rosh Chabura, he's a Rosh Yeshiva, but he doesn't protest. He's nitvas bavonim v'tagi haaretz kam eschem. Does that only question for the Rosh Yeshivas to answer b'ksav? Does that only apply in Eretz Yisrael, not in everything in America? It could be it's a deraisa, the chiv of machor. Could be this is a source according to Orach Chaim HaKodesh, it's a deraisa. Number two, the Gemara in Sanhedrin Chavav. Don't accuse me of learning the Gemara. I'm not saying I learned it. I knew there was such Gemara. There's such Gemaras. I called up and somebody told me the Gemara with Reish Lakish. They were going on the way to be Ma'aba with other Amoraim to be Ma'aba the Shana. They passed several people who were working on Shvias. Reish Lakish was very sharp with them, maybe considered them Rishoyim. And the Amoraim were Belamed Chus. When they came in front of Rabbi Yochanan, Reish Lakish asked, can you be Ma'aba the Chodesh Api Edus of people? Basically, he was intimating that they come out Rishoyim themselves because they were Melamed Chus on what Reish Lakish considered Rishoyim. The Oka, Rabbi Yochanan wasn't so hot on that particular thing. Okay? But you see clearly that Reish Lakish was able to refer to people who are being over on Shvius, Mamish as Rishoyim, and to curse them out, not to be polite with them. And he didn't have a problem with Amoraim doing it. Rabbi Yochanan disagreed, but Reish Lakish is a man Omar. In other words, probably he was going on the concept of Mefarshim Chadfonim, and he felt kafid there godless in Torah. It was inexplicable and inexcusable that they shouldn't feel stronger about the protest of Hashem's law of Shvius. How would he feel about Vatoki haaretz eschem k'maiser eretz Kanani? By the way, that Orach Chaim might be l'kol haTorah, not just for licentiousness, but it's interesting that the fal, the metzius, the place that the Orach Chaim chose to teach us this lesson, or that he feels the Torah chose to teach us this lesson, is in the area of licentiousness, in the area of that. And that's the same way we learned that if you have a Messiah, we learned from Pinchas, Dafka by licentiousness. Licentiousness is considered Elikim Shel Eila Soinei Zima. It's the opposite of Kedoshim Tiyu Ki Kadosh, and it calls for strong things, not saying some Tilim and Barditcha because you mitcha the Rosh Yeshiva. So that was basically, excuse me, grepsed out. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it was like, matter of fact, Agav, if it was Choshev to make a Machal, why doesn't the Rosh Yeshiva make it in Lakewood? In BMG, and show a little chashivas for the Indian. You can't come out and protest. Show at least that you're doing that. When Rabbi Wasserman couldn't afford to place public ears in the Yiddish papers against what Yiddish papers did, he called 10 people into a room and he made a machah. And when he made a machah, it was L'Shem Shamayim, but also he knew if he's making a machah with 10 people, you and I, almost 90 years later, are going to be talking about it because Chaver the Chaver is saying it's going to go around. But here there's in you to make the machah b'la'inei ha'amim. Like Rabbi Moshe says, and the same thing, Shalom Mitzion Balacha, and all the other Gedolim that I have, a dozen or more. Thank you very much for listening. How about the Rosh Yeshiva's answering Big Kisav? Shouldn't no answer also be an answer? And if you feel, they weren't asked by somebody respectfully, let Rabbi Verona, one of the other Askanim who are doing these things, who know, Rabbi Yitzchak K, let them send the letter to the Rosh Yeshiva, let them send the letter to Rabbi Feinstein, and let's hear the psak take of miyad. It's the Geha now. Let's see immediately in letters that David Feinstein denounces what his father says, that it's no longer applicable. Let's see. Ask Rav Shmuel Kamenetsky about Rav Moshe's letter. Let's hear answers b'ksav. Otherwise, it's unimpressive.